Now that we have mirrored the screen on the app inventor platform on your phone, okay, we are going to now complete the app by adding the coding part. All right, so in order to do that, we need to go over to the right top right hand corner and click on the blocks button over here. Once we come here, we see that it's an empty white screen. Okay, and on the left hand side, okay, the basic blocks that you can use for all apps are already here. But once you scroll down, you will see that the under screen one, there is a new component here, hit me button. Okay, this hit me button was what we added in the designer view. Okay, in the designer view, we added this button. Okay, and we also renamed it as hit me button. So once a component is added in the designer view, that component is also visible in the blocks view. Okay, when you select this hit me button here, you will see a list of these functions being brought up for us to use. Okay, for every component that you add, okay, there is a list of it comes with its own range of capabilities and features. All right, and what this app inventor platform has done for us is it has given us all these block based coding functions that we can use in our app. All right, so whatever that particular component can give us, that has already been extracted for us in these blocks. All right, for this app, we are going to use the first function, which is when the button is clicked. Okay, so all you need to do is just click on this block, and the moment that happens, you see that I can drag it out to anywhere in the white space. All right, so click on it. If you happen to make a mistake or you happen to select the wrong block, no problem, you can just right click it and select delete block, or you can select it and drag it over to the trash can over here. All right, now whenever the hit me button is pressed, okay, it will automatically come and execute this block here. Okay, so that is what this block is for. It is there for us to capture the event whenever this button has registered a click event. Okay, so when the user clicks on this button on the phone, I will come over to this block. All right, now what do I want this app to do? I want this app to be able to talk to me. That means I want to provide it with some text. Okay, and I want the phone to speak out this text whenever this button is pressed. All right, now this ability to convert text to speech is a feature within the phone itself, and that is actually under another component. All right, so what I want to do now is I need to go back to the designer view to add components. Okay, in the blocks view, you cannot add or remove components. Okay, you can only do the coding part. Whenever you want to add or remove components, okay, to the app, you need to go back to the designer view. In the designer view, okay, this feature, which is text to speech, is under media. Okay, and under media, of course, we are going to be exploring other aspects as well. But for this app, we're going to select this component called text to speech. Okay, so I wanted to select this text to speech component and drag it and put it onto your screen one over here. And what happens? You see that it does not appear on the screen one, but yet it appears under the components tab. Okay, and if we scroll down, okay, here you can see that text to speech is under non-visible components. All right, so there are some components, like for example buttons, okay, where when you put it on the screen, you expect the user to see it. Okay, so those are visible components, so they will stay on the screen. Text to speech is a feature that you want to use. Okay, it is not something that the user will see, but the user will experience it. Okay, so it is a non-visible component. So though you have added it to the app, it doesn't appear on the screen, but it is part of the app. All right, so now I have a text to speech component added here. All right, and what I want to do is I can rename it. So instead of text to speech 1, I can rename it and I can just call it TTS for the hit me. Okay, so I know that this text to speech component was added for the hit me button. Okay, so that has already been added. Right now, what I'm going to do is I can now head over back to my blocks view. In the blocks view, if you scroll down now, you will see that besides the hit me button, I also have the TTS hit me text to speech converter here. All right, and if I click on this, text to speech hit me component, you will see that another group of blocks comes out. Okay, so this is what I mentioned earlier. For each component, the blocks associated with that component have already been abstracted for us to easily use in our block-based coding. All right. So right now, the block that we're going to use is this purple color block, which is to speak a message. Okay. So the moment this block is executed, it will speak whatever message is over here. Okay. So I'm going to click on this. Okay, and drag it and put it over here. All right. Right now, what have we done? Okay, the outer block is to capture the event when hit me the button is clicked. Okay, so when that button is clicked, okay, I will call the text to speech converter to speak a message. Okay, so we are almost at the last part of the app. The message is basically a text, okay, a text string that you want the app to speak out for us. Okay, and to add a text, okay, on the left hand side, built-in blocks, there is a text component here. I want you to click on the text and select the first option, which is an empty string. Select that and put it here. All right, so once that is done, okay, you can click on this empty space here and type in something. Okay, so for example, you can say hello, how are you, something like that. All right, so you can speak any message you want. Okay, and now what we have is we have a complete working code. Okay, and what will this code do? It will capture the button being clicked. When the button is clicked, it will call the text to speech converter and send it this text. Okay, and this text will be converted to speech. All right, so right now what I want you to do is to open up your Android app. Okay, make sure it is still connected. Okay, uh, and try to click on the button now. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, so this is my screen and I'm going to click on the button.
Hello.
Okay,
how are you?
So you can see that the
Hello.
button,
How are you? Hello. How are you?
okay, whenever I click on the button, okay,
Hello. How are you?
whenever I click on the button, you can see that the message here, which is hello, how are you, is being spoken by the Android phone to me.
Hello. How are you?
Okay, how cool is that, right? So you can always change this. Okay, how cool is that? Okay, and let's just try one more time here.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
All right, so I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Okay, and I'm just going to show you one more thing that you can play around with. Okay, if you go back to the designer view, okay, under the text to speech hit me, under the properties, okay, you can also select the country, the pitch, the speech rate, and so on. Okay, of course, some of these are still in development. Okay, but some of them, if you change, you can get a very strong accent of the country, the way they speak. Okay, in that particular country, you can also change the pitch or the speech rate. Okay, so go and have some fun with this. Okay, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. Okay, and enjoy just playing around with this one app alone. All right, so like I promise you, within 30 minutes your first app is up and running. Okay, and of course we are not done with this app yet, but go and have a lot of fun with it, and we're going to be expanding the capabilities of this app in the next video. All right, so thank you, see you soon.